Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jonathan. I want to welcome you guys to this channel. I'm super excited to get this thing started. I'm going to be talking a lot about my experience with my 2021 Model Y, and just kind of give you guys a quick overall run through. I know the YouTube name is Travel with Tesla, but for me, I'm going to be bringing you guys through some of my road trips that I've done. I've already recorded those and those experiences, so I'm really hoping to share that with you guys. I took hold of this vehicle back in February. I want to say it's the end of February, and for me, love this car. It's my first Tesla that I've ever driven, and for a lot of people out there, I can understand so that this is a big change. I used to drive a 2018 Ford Explorer, and I went from that to this in an instant. So yeah, a lot of scary things when I first picked it up. I think the first thing was just placing the order online. I placed my order back in, I want to say, October of 2020, and at that time they were backed up. They still are backed up till now, but it turns out so that the car that I had ordered versus what I got was not the same thing, and that was on me too. I had ordered a white Tesla because I didn't want to pay the extra $1,000. I know it's now even more bumped up. Currently today, I think the black paint now is $1,500, and they rolled out a free paint, which is gray, I believe now too, which I personally would have gotten if it was free. But I had gotten a white Model Y, and when I called them up, I kept calling them up, and they kept telling me, oh, it's delayed, and I was supposed to pick up my Tesla in February, the one I created, but instead I picked up one that they just already had. It's kind of circulating around in the state. This was actually in the city, this car, so I was able to have it shipped from the city over here to Long Island, and love it. Little bit disappointed that I couldn't save that extra $1,000-something, but that's beyond the point. For me, I would have to say so that taking hold of this was very nice. The only thing I would definitely recommend first is basically getting a front license plate bracket if your state requires you to have 2 plates. In New York State, they do require you to have 2 plates. Tesla, when I got the car, they had mounted it kind of loosely to the front. They didn't drill anything. I'm not sure if they put like some sort of glue or some sort of adhesive, but it was in the front. Unfortunately, it was snowing the day I picked it up, so I lost that front license plate. I got pulled over by a cop, and that was a whole thing. Finally got it fixed now, but I definitely do have that ordered. I used to have it sitting right here by the front dash, and it just started to get noisy. So I took hold of this, and basically the car has been great, but I have faced a lot of issues, and I think that this is something you may want to check out. I wish I had checked out the whole trim first. There was a lot of issues with the exterior. First of all, the paneling. There was a lot of issues with the paneling, a lot of gaps that I had faced. Tesla tried to fix some of it, but unfortunately they kind of just said, it is what it is. The second thing I would definitely check is the interior. When I bought this, there was plastic still kind of hanging inside of the glass. It's very hard to describe, but it's almost like they didn't pull off all the plastic and it got stuck. Very much disappointed in that, and that's because when you pay above average for a car, you expect a little bit more from that. And I am very much picky, so if you're looking for a video that kind of goes into like very much detail, this is the video for you. Another thing that I realized was this too. The car is overall great. The build and quality is great. I probably have had to bring it to the service center though a lot of times. Number one was because the back headrest, I actually have a 3-seater Model Y, and the back headrest broke for no reason. I was setting it up one day, just broke, and it took them about 6 months to get that replacement part. So if there is a real issue wrong with your Model Y, you could be waiting a long period of time. There is definitely a couple of things that I'm very nitpicky about, Definitely the steering wheel, I hate how much it crunches and cracks. You know, it's almost like there's like a very plasticky feeling to it. But overall from that, it's pretty decent. After getting the white seats, I wouldn't recommend it if you are the type of person who does not have enough time to basically take care of the seats. I wish I had gotten the black seats because it definitely does start to fade a little bit. You can obviously wipe it out with a cloth, but for someone like me who is not, big into being a car fanatic and stuff and just does the general cleaning, it really does pick up a lot of stains, as I like to call it, in there, but most of the times it's easily wiped out with a cloth. Another issue that I faced was that we recently had some strong winds here in Long Island, and luckily for me, a mobile Tesla service appointment was made, but the trim around the wheels started to pop out of nowhere. Definitely some things that I'm disappointed about. The exterior build seems to be a lot more of a less quality than the interior, which is what I've been seeing. I have to be honest with you, my 2018 Ford Explorer, I never had to bring it in as many times as I brought in this Tesla. This Tesla has had some software issues for those who buy the full self-driving package. If you are not big currently right now on, needing that full self-driving, or if you find that you're not really going to be using the summon feature like that, or if you're not going to be using the auto park, you may be better off saving your money in the long run if you're trying to use a Tesla just from point A to point B. If you're more of a person who has that 10 grand right now to just dish out, hey, by all means. The Model Y is a great family car. For me, I couldn't afford the Model X, but I didn't want the Model 3, so the Model Y was a perfect in between. Very much spacious. Love this car. Mileage wise, it is great on miles. I live in obviously New York, so we have days where it's super cold in the winter and then days where it's super hot. I do not have a garage, so this Tesla has been beaten up a little bit on the exterior. Definitely some watermarks, definitely some swirls, some chips, but it has made it through. And that's kind of my whole general overview. This car has been reliable no matter what, though. The only thing I would say is that if you are going to buy a Model Y, definitely be aware of the exterior, and when they offer a walk around, because most Tesla service or pickup centers, someone has to kind of walk around, make sure that you're very nitpicky about it, and just be aware so that like there could be a lot of gaps, in the panels outside. Beyond that though, the car is great. I would definitely suggest, for me, what I bought for my Model Y was I bought kind of a wrap to put around, a vinyl wrap to put around all the covers, around anywhere so that would be touching. I also bought the floor mats from Tesla itself, which are great. Obviously I found them a lot more cheaper on Amazon after the fact, but these floor mats are just great. They're basically fitted perfectly to the actual flooring of the car. The only thing is that they do not give you any floor mats for the back two rows over there. By the way, if you do not have kids, it is not a necessary thing to buy. I've tried to go to Six Flags in New Jersey with a couple of my friends. It is not the best thing. Please, if you do not have kids, adult people will not fit comfortably in there. Just do yourself a favor, save yourself that money. The extra 2 chargers in the back are not worth it. Having the space is more worth it. I'll be honest with you, I think I keep that folded down more than I actually have it propped up, and I think I just have it just for the aesthetic of it and just to say, oh, I could fit 7 seats. But I have a friend who basically has, I forgot if it's a Maxima or which one, but it's a car made by Nissan, same length, and when you really try to do the math, you wonder if the car is the same length, and a Maxima or Ultima could fit 5 people comfortably, as if it's 7 people. And yeah, something to just take note of. But honestly speaking, this car is a pretty great car. Would I buy it again? Sure, I use this as my everyday car. Personally, I think next year I may upgrade to the Model X, but with Tesla's manufacturing, and production being so backed up, who knows when we'll all get one. If you guys do have any questions about the Model Y, just drop a question or even drop a like down there to let me know, so that to continue making these types of videos. Hopefully I'll get to do a walkthrough of this. Just wanted to kind of give you guys a general introduction to the car. Next time we'll do a walk around. I'll show you guys exactly everywhere. The car's a little bit of a mess right now, and hopefully do a speed test with you guys. I do have the 2021 Model Y long range, with full self-driving, and hopefully by next month we can buy that extra speed upgrade, see what type of times we'll get with the 0 to 60. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, once again, leave them below. Hope to see you guys soon.